Good morning, good evening to all you beautiful people from across the globe. How have you been? The thought for the day: change your thinking, change your life. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Some people not only have a way to look at the brighter side of life, they uplift those with them too and make them happy. Such people have a light shining from within them. They practice hard to focus on positive thoughts, like in the story here. Two men, both seriously ill, occupied the same hospital room. One man was allowed to sit up in his bed for an hour each afternoon to help drain the fluid from his lungs. His bed was next to the room's only window. The other man had to spend all his time flat on his back. The men talked for hours on end. They spoke of their wives and families, their homes, their jobs, their involvement in the military service, where they had been on vacation. Every afternoon, when the man in the bed by the window could sit up, he would pass the time by describing to his roommate all the things he could see outside the window. The man in the other bed began to live for those 1-hour periods when his world would be broadened and enlivened by all the activity and color of the world outside. The window overlooked a park with a lovely lake. Ducks and swans played on the water while children sailed their model boats. Young lovers walked arm in arm amidst flowers of every color, and a fine view of the city skyline could be seen in the distance. As the man by the window described all this in exquisite detail, the man on the other side of the room would close his eyes and imagine the picturesque scene. One warm afternoon, the man by the window described a parade passing by. Although the other man couldn't hear the band, he could see it in his mind's eye as the gentleman by the window portrayed it with descriptive words. Days and weeks passed. One morning the day nurse arrived to bring water for their baths, only to find the lifeless body of the man by the window, who had died peacefully in his sleep. She was saddened and called the hospital attendants to take the body away. As soon as it seemed appropriate, the other man asked if he could be moved next to the window. The nurse was happy to make the switch, and after making sure he was comfortable, she left him alone. Slowly, painfully, he propped himself up on one elbow to take his first look at the real world outside. He strained to slowly turn to look out of the window beside the bed. It faced a blank wall. The man asked the nurse what could have compelled his deceased roommate, who had described such wonderful things outside this window. The nurse responded that the man was blind and could not even see the wall. She said, "Perhaps he just wanted to encourage you." What do you learn from this story? Is it a positive patient? Now, how often do you find a cheerful patient who is in pain? Very difficult. Though this person did not live to become a beacon of light, we see the positivity he exuded for his friend, making him also happy and light-hearted. So whatever your circumstances, take charge and change your mindset. It might help you to get back on your feet faster than you can imagine. On that note, this is Geeta signing off from IAMMARRIAMHERE.com, wishing that you remember to perceive things in a different light and different angle, especially during the times of crisis. Stay strong and sail on high. Take care and God bless.